Before entering into Cutecut, you need to take a screenshot of your character in the background. You may edit them as you'd like, but remember, if you are editing the character, make the background transparent. On the left side of the app, look for a plus symbol and click Photo, then insert the background. Make sure to resize your background so it fits the entire screen. After you're finished with the background, go back to Photos and insert your character. Crop the black parts off and remove the background. The cropping tool looks like this on the right side. To remove your character's background, scroll down in the editing menu to chroma key and switch it to on. Make sure that you have selected the right color and adjust the background to make it look like it's completely gone. Afterwards, scroll down to transitions and click the plus symbol. Next, click on custom transition. Change the easing type to circular out and adjust the duration. The smaller the number of the duration is, the faster the transition is. To adjust the duration of any transition, click the second blue triangle and move it to the right to make it longer. It is the opposite when you move the triangle to the left. You can also click on the semi-blue shape and drag it wherever. The first triangle would then determine where the transition starts. Next, click on Start of your custom transition. Look for the section where it says Geometry and type in the number of the height you want your character to be. The smaller the number of the height, the shorter the character will be. Scroll down to the section Load. Afterwards, click on Brightness and put it to 100. Keep in mind, you are doing this on the start of the transition, not the end. If your character is not fully white, you may have to adjust some other things in Load. Now, you finish your first transition. Again, there will be a plus on the left side of the screen. Click Photo, then insert the background and your character you want to make a transition on. Remove the background as best as you can and create a custom transition by scrolling to the bottom and clicking the plus symbol with the circle surrounding the area. Next, select easing type and choose circular out. Go to the start of the transition and on the right of the cropping tool, there will be two buttons. One will make the character flip to the side and the other will do the opposite, making the character flip upside down. While you're still in the start of the transition, select the button that makes your character flip to the other side. Because the character needs to screenshot sideways, I had to select the third button near the cropping tool. Remember to crop the black part off before you add a transition, because with the transition on, you will have to crop the black parts off on both the beginning and end of the screenshot. Again, still being on the start of the transition, scroll down to the color section and mess around with all the tools until you have a character that looks a little more colorful than the actual OC itself. There's no limit to the color. Once you've completed the coloring step, you can watch the video/transition to see if you're satisfied. If you're not, remember you can always go back to the coloring section and mess with the tools until you think it's good. The first step is to put your character and your background. Again, remember to crop off the black parts of your character and to remove the background using the chroma key tool at the bottom. Now, create a custom transition by clicking on the plus sign with the circle around it. Change the easing type to elastic out. Go on the start of the transition and slightly move your character either to the left or right, but remember to only move it a bit in each direction. Now scroll down to the color section and click on brightness. Adjust this to -100 while still being on the start of your character's transition. If you want to add a stroke, click out of the transition menu and scroll down to the section border size and color. The first button will determine how thick/thin your border is, and make sure to enable stroke. You can mess around with the two buttons beneath until you're satisfied. Usually, I like to do around 15 to 20 for the first button, 50 tolerance, and 100 intensity for the two buttons below. Also, to change the color of the stroke, it is next to the first button /plus, and it looks like a square. Now you have completed your third transition. Congratulations! I hope this helps out anyone who is struggling to use Cutecut. With more practice and figuring out how to work things, I believe that you will be able to use Cutecut like a pro.